Roman Reigns' real-life cousin, willing to return to WWE after nearly 5-year absence. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jennifer. Have a nice day. For the WWE family latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Thank you. Roman Reigns generated a lot of buzz after coming back to WWE in time for SummerSlam. Now, his first cousin, a real-life Bloodline member, wants to return to the Stamford-based promotion after nearly 5 years. Rikishi, who hasn't appeared on WWE TV since The Undertaker's final farewell at Survivor Series 2020, recently discussed a potential comeback in a new role. The Samoan legend has been connected to the Bloodline storyline since its inception, but he has yet to be featured in it. Speaking on the latest episode of the Rikishi Fatu Off the Top podcast, the WWE Hall of Famer shared that he would be open to returning if fans showed strong interest. Rikishi added that he's ready to take on a new role, possibly as the next wise man to Roman Reigns, following Paul Heyman. After recent confrontations involving Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed on Raw, it's clear that the head of the table is becoming entangled with Seth Rollins' faction in the build-up to WWE SummerSlam. According to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, Roman Reigns versus Braun Breaker was reportedly the original plan for the biggest party of the summer as of 3 weeks ago. Whether that's still in motion remains to be seen. A tag team match involving Jey Uso and Bronson Reed could also be in the works. Time will tell. Fans had been speculating about Roman Reigns' return for some time, and it finally came to fruition during a recent episode of Monday Night Raw. Reigns had been absent from public appearances following his loss in a triple threat match at WrestleMania 41. His dramatic return to the ring re-energized the WWE Universe. After a gauntlet match determined Gunther's opponent for the World Heavyweight title at SummerSlam 2025, Jey Uso and CM Punk found themselves outnumbered by Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. Just when it seemed the odds were against them, Roman Reigns made a powerful return to restore balance in a surprise appearance. The sound of Roman Reigns commanding recognition has become a signature element of WWE in recent years. Whether fans cheer for him or challenge his tactics, his influence is undeniable. That influence was missed after Reigns took an unofficial hiatus following WrestleMania 41. Now, with the former Universal Champion back in action, even Elon Musk's Grok AI acknowledged his importance in the industry, calling him the original tribal chief. The AI's response to a fan question about Reigns' status delighted the WWE community. As the company builds toward SummerSlam 2025, fans eagerly await WWE's creative direction for Reigns. Although rumors abound within the wrestling world, it appears WWE may keep Reigns away from the title picture for now, partly due to his commitment to filming the upcoming Street Fighter movie, in which he plays the role of Akuma Dot. After his highly anticipated return, the now rebranded OTC1 directly confronted Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed inside the ring to assist his cousin Jey Uso and CM Punk. With the Second City Saint poised to face Gunther for the World Heavyweight title at SummerSlam after winning the gauntlet match on Monday Night Raw, Jey Uso and Roman Reigns can counter the powerful enforcers of the Architect Seth Rollins in a thrilling tag team match. Beyond that, WWE could also set up a high-stakes showdown between Reigns and former Bloodline member Solo Sikoa. Currently the United States champion, Sikoa has started a new chapter by forming his faction, the MFT, alongside JC Mateo, Tonga Loa, and Tala Tonga. A match between Reigns and Sikoa could determine not only the fate of the US title, but also who carries forward the legacy of the Samoan dynasty. Whatever direction the storyline takes, Roman Reigns' return is exciting news for WWE fans. It has the potential to refresh ongoing narratives and re-energize the WWE universe with the dominance and star power he brings. His comeback signals a shift away from repetitive matchups and drawn-out plots. WWE had been revolving around the same set of rivalries for a while. Take the ongoing conflict between Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu, an engaging but seemingly endless feud. With Reigns back in the mix, WWE now has an opportunity to bring resolution to these long-standing storylines. The former Universal Champion can inject purpose and momentum where it's needed most. Additionally, WWE has been lacking a strong balancing force against the current wave of villainous characters. Ever since Paul Heyman betrayed Reigns and CM Punk at WrestleMania 41, the fan-favorite faction fighting the odds hasn't had a major figure to lead them against Seth Rollins and his allies. That could now change, especially with the former wise man needing to rethink his strategy on how to oppose Reigns, given the absence of Rollins due to a serious knee injury that's expected to sideline him for some time. Roman Reigns' return is a pivotal development for WWE at a time of major transitions and creative experimentation. The big question now is how WWE's creative team will utilize him in the weeks and months to come. What do you think about Roman Reigns' return? Did Gronk do justice by acknowledging the tribal chief? Share your thoughts in the comments below. On his click. This podcast, Kevin Nash responded to a fan's question about whether the number of Samoan wrestlers in WWE is becoming overplayed. Nash rejected the notion, saying today's storylines provide enough variety to avoid feeling repetitive. There are more white boys than Samoans, Nash responded plainly, putting the concern into perspective. Nash's main argument was that the presence of multiple Samoan wrestlers is not a problem because they are not all aligned. He pointed specifically to the fact that the two most prominent Samoan-led factions in the company are currently at odds with each other. They're fighting against each other, right? Nash said, referencing the ongoing feuds between members of the anoa'i family. This conflict, in his view, prevents any single group from becoming stale and creates compelling television. The anoa'i family, a legendary wrestling dynasty, is more prominent than ever in today's WWE landscape. The Bloodline, led by Roman Reigns and featuring the USOs and Solo Sikoa, was a dominant force on WWE TV for years. In current storylines, Jacob Fatu is leading the MFTs. On Raw, Roman Reigns is working alongside Jey USO in a new feud against Seth Rollins' faction. The long wait is over. Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, has made his much-anticipated return to WWE television after WrestleMania, setting the stage for a potential blockbuster showdown at SummerSlam 2025. Sikoa taking over the Bloodline was unexpected, since the original idea was that The Rock and Roman Reigns would have a power struggle over the title of the tribal chief. Actor O'Shea Jackson Jr. made an interesting observation about the Street Champions' rise to the top after WrestleMania 39. He claimed that The Rock stepped back, forcing Triple H and his team to pivot from their original plans, involving the final boss and Roman Reigns, and instead build around Solo Sikoa. Roman Reigns made his much-awaited WWE return on this week's Raw and confronted Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. The OTC made his return just as Bronson was preparing to hit a move on CM Punk and Jey USO. While Reigns shook hands with USO, he chose not to acknowledge Punk. Punk won the 5-man gauntlet match to earn a World Heavyweight Championship match against Gunther, scheduled for SummerSlam 2025. Reigns stood tall in the ring after the main event, while members of Seth Rollins' group watched from the entrance ramp. Following Reigns' return, WWE made a major announcement confirming his next 2 appearances. Reigns will be present on the next 2 episodes of Raw. The July 28th episode will serve as the go-home show before SummerSlam 2025, which is scheduled to take place on August 2nd and 3. While nothing is confirmed yet, Reigns is likely to compete in a tag team match at SummerSlam. He is expected to team up with Jey USO against Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. Seth Rollins is currently out of action due to a knee injury and will not be present at SummerSlam. However, the Money in the Bank briefcase holder could accompany his team to ringside. Cody Rhodes will challenge John Cena for the undisputed WWE Championship in the main event. Cody earned the title opportunity by winning the King of the Ring tournament. He previously lost the title to Cena at WrestleMania 41. Tiffany Stratton will defend her WWE Women's Championship against Jade Cargill, who earned the opportunity by winning the Queen of the Ring tournament. Randy Orton will team up with Jelly Roll to take on Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. Naomi will defend her Women's World Championship in a triple threat match against Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. Meanwhile, Becky Lynch will put her Women's Intercontinental Championship on the line against Lyra Valkyria. The June 21st episode of Monday Night Raw will continue the build towards SummerSlam. Roman Reigns, who made his return last week, is set to appear on both episodes leading up to the premium live event. Reigns is advertised for this week's show, and his appearance was announced during the July 18th edition of SmackDown. The show is set to air live from the Toyota Center in Houston, Texas, USA. While the promotion has officially announced only Reigns' appearance, a recent report from Corey Hayes has revealed multiple matches and segments planned for the July 21st show. Several major names are advertised, including World Heavyweight Champion Gunther, CM Punk, Rhea Ripley, Jey Uso, Braun Breaker, and Roman Reigns, among others. On last week's show, the Second City Saint CM Punk won a gauntlet match to become the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. He is now set to challenge the current champion, Gunther, at SummerSlam. Ahead of their clash, Punk is expected to address the upcoming title match during this week's episode. Roman Reigns made a highly anticipated return during the closing moments of the show to support Jey Uso and CM Punk, who were under pressure from Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. Reigns is now set to address his former advisor, Paul Heyman, who turned against him to align with Seth Rollins' WrestleMania 41 and help form a new faction, which includes Breaker and Reed. Sami Zayn has been absent from WWE programming for 2 weeks following an attack backstage by Karrion Kross, who delivered a serious warning via a promo last week. According to Hayes, Zayn is set to return this week for a rematch against Kross in Houston. Sheamus announced on last week's show that he will face Rusev again after accusing him of using unfair tactics in their previous match. The two former allies are now scheduled for another confrontation, with Sheamus aiming to settle their rivalry, while Rusev shifts his focus back toward title contention. The New Day, Xavier Woods, Kofi Kingston, have been trying to regain momentum since losing their titles to the Judgment Day, Finn Balor, JD McDonough. They've appealed to General Manager Adam Pearce for a rematch. Pearce instead scheduled them in a #1 contenders triple threat match against the Creed brothers, Brutus Julius Creed, and the LWO, with the winner